Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Here is the European Investor. Today I would like to talk to you about how to analyze the Bitcoin chart. Because recently I've seen there are a lot of videos on YouTube which kind of try to explain what is the long and short term prediction of Bitcoin. But the problem is that most of these YouTube channels are just FOMO channels that are trying to push you, retail investor, on buying Bitcoin to avoid the price to crash. So there is nothing really related to technical analysis. Technical analysis is very small. There are very few YouTube channels show kind of an extensive analysis of what the chart is telling at the moment. And one thing that you should know about any kind of asset you're studying, chart is the first thing to look at before fundamentals or news is the chart. There was a famous investor that said in the past, show me a chart and I will tell you the news. So I would like to talk today about how to look at the Bitcoin chart to understand when to enter and what is going on in the short and the long-term period. So first of all, we are definitely in a bullish momentum at the moment. I've seen like some charts of Glassnode where we see that the amount of liquidity of Bitcoin is going down. So it means that the number of people buying, the number of the Bitcoin in exchanges is diminishing. So this will pushes the price up because there is less amount of Bitcoin to buy. But at the same time, it's difficult. Bull run can be very stressful, and it's always difficult to understand what is the point exactly to enter with. So I would like to start first of all by looking at the most important chart, which is the weekly chart. So this is the weekly chart of Bitcoin. As you can see, it goes back. We can go back until 2017 here, and you see that we are almost double the all-time high of 2017. And what I would like to look at is this blue line that I draw here, which is the 21 weekly moving average. So why we look at this line, it's because if we look at the previous bull run in 2017, this was the line that we hold in our bull market to sustain it. So every time we went down for correction, we had very high corrections here. We always tested this blue line as a support. And as long as this blue line held as support, we were in a bull phase. The moment we broke it, here exactly in January of 2018, there we entered the bear market. So when they ask you what is the best moment to buy Bitcoin, I think the best moment would be always when this line tests the 21 EMA and then goes back up. So this is like, for example, would like be the best moment to buy Bitcoin because the bull run support will be tested. It means we are continuing in our bull phase. If you buy, of course, there was always the case that the price could keep going up, and then you would wait for a correction to test the 21 EMA. But then the point where you would buy Bitcoin will be higher than if you would have bought like in a previous high. This is true, but you can either try to risk it and buy now, or you can wait for a test of the 21 EMA. Don't follow any YouTuber or Twitter guy that tells you that there is a dip that is cheap now and everything. It's not cheap. Look at how far we are extended from the 21 EMA. So it will keep going up probably, but sooner or later we will have to test this line. And if we don't hold it, then we are going in a bear market. So first of all, buy Bitcoin when we are testing the 21 EMA. Second thing, I would like to go to the 1-day chart here. So in the 1-day chart, you see that we are supported by the 21 daily moving average. But when you want to look at the Bitcoin chart and the day chart, you should look at two important indicators, which are RSI and MACD. So RSI is the relative strength index, and it tells you when is the moment to buy or sell Bitcoin. Like it's not really accurate, I would say, but the moment you get out of this pink band, then we are getting in a phase in which you can kind of with good certainty say buy or sell. So RSI, how does it work? You see, this is like a kind of a yellow band that covers more or less where is the price moving usually. The moment you get above this line is the moment in which the price get pushed. So it's the moment in which you would like to enter and buy. So you saw this, for example, here. You see, at this line, the Bitcoin price was trading at 19,000. The moment the RSI went above this pink line, we started this bull trend that continued until 9 of January. The moment this line got back inside this pink line is the moment where we started to capitulate, and we had this current small bear phase. We are still inside this pink band. So it's not, Bitcoin didn't give us yet a sign that we should buy it. We should probably wait for the daily RSI to get above this this pink line, this pink band, to then probably get into it and buy. Another indicator that I like a lot is MACD actually. So MACD is basically an oscillator. It's a momentum indicator, and it's a difference between the 26 and the 12-day moving average, and it gives you a MACD line, that is the blue line, which is plotted against orange line, which is called signal line. So every time that the MACD line is above the signal line, you can see that the price is bullish. We had this moment, so when the RSI went above the pink band was also the moment in which the blue line went above the yellow line, this was a bullish sign, and in fact we had bullish momentum from 16 of December till 8 of January. The moment in which like MACD reverses, and you see that the MACD line getting descending, there is the moment where you have to be very careful, because you don't know where the price could go. It could still go higher, but it could start to reverse and go down, and that's exactly what we had. We had the signal line crossing above the MACD line, and we are still in the day time frame with the signal line above the MACD line. So this is still a bearish scenario at the moment, as well as the RSI tell us. So if we look at the day chart, show us that at the moment we are not ready yet for a bull run, for a continuation of the bull run. So this means that we can either go sideways for a bit, or Bitcoin could capitulate soon and probably test the 21-week EMA. So these indicators tell us this, yeah, there were dips, but it's not yet, it's not a confirmation that is the final dip. So the next chart that we should look at when we want to check if price of Bitcoin is a good moment to be bought is if we want to look at the short-term momentum, and then you have to go into the hourly chart. And if we go into the hourly chart, you see that we topped around 8th of January. It was like last Sunday, I think, and then we started going down. And if you see, Bitcoin for a moment was forming in the short time frame a kind of a head and shoulder pattern. So head and shoulder is when you have like a big head and two shoulders at the side, and this is usually a very bearish scenario. When this happens usually, and the Bitcoin breaks down the head and shoulder line, then it capitulates quite badly. The point is that here Bitcoin hold and kept going up, so this scenario is not in place anymore. But what I would like to show you is how to read the chart now in the hourly. So first of all, what people tend to do is to draw like wedges or channels. So how you do this? To draw wedges or channel, you have to connect higher lows and higher highs. So we will take like this low here, this low here, this low here. And from this we will take this high here, this high here, this high here. So as you see, this is perfect symmetric rectangle. And what we see is that in the hourly, Bitcoin is kind of trading inside this channel. It broke above this channel here, but it was a fake breakout. As you can see, it retested it and then it went down. So this is a kind of it happens many times, either it's a fake breakout at the top, or it's a fake breakout at the bottom. So this channel doesn't tell us much. It tells us just that Bitcoin is trading inside this area, but it doesn't tell us if it's gonna go up or it's gonna go down. We can only assume that if it goes up here, it might be a time to sell because it's touching the channel, but Bitcoin can keep going up. Something else that we could look at is Elliott wave theory. So Elliott wave theory, it's a very old theory that kind of speculates to explain how market moves in both stocks and crypto, of course. And it tells us that usually when market moves in kind of an impulsive wave and correction waves. An impulsive wave are like 5 waves that are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then it corrects in 3 waves that are named in letter, which are A, B, C. So this is the way that usually the market moves, and you can see that every wave, every big wave has inside other impulsive and corrective waves. So the wave 1 is composed by other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the wave 2 is composed by other A, B, C corrective wave. So if market moves like this, we can check the Bitcoin price and see if this is exactly what is happening. So we have here, we can go here and take the what is it, the Elliott wave. Now this is the ABC, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this was the bottom. Then we can draw a 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, a 4 here, and a potential 5 here, which we don't know yet where might go. So this is also a way to understand if the market is going in this direction. So it means that if it's this really an Elliott wave theory, an Elliott wave momentum, then when we will gonna touch the channel here next time, we will probably break it and go above. Something that might confirm that this is an Elliott wave at the moment is that if you look at each wave, we can spot like smaller waves like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have correction wave like A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A, B, C. And at the moment we are forming 1, 2, and we're forming the third wave at the moment on the Bitcoin hourly chart. One thing that disproves, unfortunately, this Elliott wave momentum is the fact that in Elliott wave theory, as you can see here, the wave 4, it's always above the wave 1, can never be inside the wave 1. And as you can see here, the wave 4 here, it's exactly inside the wave 1. So at the moment, I would say that this is the less likely scenario, that we are in the Elliott wave momentum. I would say that we are just trading inside this channel and we are waiting for bulls or bears to take over here or here. So in the hourly, in the short-term period, I will not trade Bitcoin here. I think it might go up until this point, but after that, we don't know if it can capitulate. This can become like a dead cat bounce and capitulate down or go up. Definitely, it's very difficult to trade in the short term. So everybody that tells you that they know exactly where the Bitcoin chart can go in the short-term period, with short-term period I mean like the next 2 days to a week, is a fool. What I would look at most importantly is the daily chart, and look at RSI and MACD, and most importantly for buying the weekly chart to look where exactly how far we are extended from the 21 week moving average. This is the best indicator that you can use to buy Bitcoin for the long term. As I said at the beginning anyway, regarding the long term perspective, I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I don't think this is a dead cat bounce and we're gonna capitulate. I think we're gonna probably go sideways for a bit and then shoot up. So in this moment, I would not buy anyway. I would just wait, and probably this will gonna push the other altcoins to go higher. Okay, so this was everything for today. I'll see you in the next videos, guys.